God's relationship with you based upon looking at somebody else. Notice it says that there was Mary Magdalene, there was Joanna and Susanna, and the 12 disciples with him. And he gave a parable unto them, and he said, he that hath an ear, let him hear. In other words, there are folk that sitting up in the church right now, can't hear. You know why? Because we get distracted with everything else. We get distracted. You know, a lot of times we trying to hush the baby. If you have children long enough, you learn how to tune out babies. If you be around noises long enough, you learn how to tune out noises. See, because you got to stay focused on the Word of God. Then and after you hush them up, you ought to just lay hands on them and say, Lord, let them get a word. So that we don't have to keep repeating this Sunday after Sunday. If you got sleepitis, sleep apnea, say, Lord, don't let it come when the preaching starts. See, most folks, they don't check into the hotel until I get up to preach. See, before I get up to preach, you've been out at the pool sunbathing, reading the magazine. When I get up to preach, you check in and lay down. Say, oh. And once you give in to the closing of your eyes, the rest is because your mind still hears while your head is bobbing. He that hath an ear, let him hear. See, what type of soil are you on? What type of foundation do you have? Have you noticed that we live in an area where there's constantly earthquakes? Huh? But your house is still standing. Might be some evidence that it moved because there's a crack somewhere. But see, I'd rather look at the crack than to look at the structure. So what are you saying, Pastor? I was on the bus in Las Vegas with a young man from Texas. And we asked about Jamba Juice. He said, you live in California. I said, you're absolutely correct, because there wasn't no Jamba nowhere on the strip. Sounds funny, but he said, I was in San Diego, and I was on vacation, having a good time. Was going to the San Diego Zoo, and there was an earthquake in Mexico, and it shook San Diego, and that ended my trip. I got in my car, and I went on back to San Bernardino so I can get on back to Texas. Because boy, you know, them earthquakes say something else. I say, see, I feel the same way about them tornadoes and them hurricanes. But see, no. See, you have to understand something. See, with the hurricanes and the tornadoes, there's a whole lot of warning. You got all the folk out there that can tell you where it is in the go. But I'm going to tell you something. In the earthquakes in California, folks don't die in the earthquakes in California like they die in hurricanes. So I would rather be in California where it's shaking, rolling, and rocking versus being when they come sweeping through the city, because when you see the hurricane, there ain't no house left. So you got to understand, you better be ready and know what type of soil you standing on. Your life depends on it. See, don't just come to church. Come in here. Be active. Don't sit around looking at folk. Don't sit around and just be comfortable singing. Say, Pastor, you know the reason I ain't on nothing, or I won't be on nothing, because I ain't living up to par. That's just an excuse. Because you got the word that can help you live right. I ain't preaching to entertain you. I'm not preaching to just to excite you. I'm preaching so you can live right. You know the choir? Choir sings beautiful. But isn't it amazing that the choir sings in shifts? First Sunday you might have your A team. Yeah, y'all remember that? You know the A team, you know they come to your rescue. Because see, sometimes when y'all singing, you rescuing folk. You uplifting them because they've been through so much, and the song is ministering to them. So first Sunday you got your A team. Then on the second Sunday you might have your B service. You know, you take the car in, it needs to be fixed. It's not something that's real major wrong, so you get a B service. So you come on second Sunday and everybody ain't as going through as much as they were on the first Sunday, so you give them a B service. See, because you know, a few months ago the choir was full all across the front row and the back. Now it's down to the front row. Same folks still here. But where's the commitment? See, when you say you serve God, you don't quit stuff. You don't go on the job quitting. Oh no, I decided I'm not going to do this function today. No, it's your job description. And then on top of that, you do stuff on your job that's not even in your job description.
All the time.
See, he that hath an ear, hear. Some of y'all sitting around here with talent tomorrow, Pastor, I'm just waiting for you to tell me. Tell you what? You got a gift, you got to put it into action. Some of you got gifts and you ain't doing but sitting on it. It's a rotten egg, it's stinking. He that hath an ear, let him hear. Pastor, we need some new folk in the church. Go get them. Yeah. Oh, that's what. It's time for you to go to the vineyard and work. Time for you to go out there and tell somebody about Watson Temple. Yeah. See, because if you excited, see, he that hath an ear, let him hear. Do you know when you have folks' attention? When you excited. When you excited, they're excited. And they get sick and tired of you. That's how Sister Mary got here. She got tired of Sister Beverly. Sick and tired of her. Always talking about, you know, you need to come see my pastor. And I don't know what else she said, but I know she said my pastor. Because she can say that. Oh, she can say, come see my pastor. She even told her sister in Chicago, I guarantee you, when my pastor prays for you, it's going to be something different.
And it was.
Why? See, because if they believe, if she got enough belief that it can happen, it can happen. If you believe it, it can happen. See, when Mother Pope met me, y'all, Mother Jefferson, you doing all that talking about your pastor. When he walked through this door, he better come with it. Because I already got a pre-notion on what I got for him, so he better have it when he get here. See, y'all set me up. See, so if I don't stay close to God, if I don't hear, I'm in trouble because you done already set me up. You excited?
Yeah.
Like, listen, Sister Lisa. Sister Lisa was calling me, it seemed like every month it was something. So here I come to the hospital, and they say, Sister Lisa, here come your pastor. Like, where you coming from? He that hath an ear. So you say, my grandmama in the hospital, that means we need to go pray. Then you heard say, my grandmama in the hospital, we need to go pray. I walk in and say, I'm looking for Annie Williams. They're like, who is you? I say, I'm Deacon Herb pastor. Who? Herbert Ray. You know that's your cousin? See, he that hath an ear. So I don't know, Sister Edith, she was nervous, so she had to call her ambassador and check in and say, Ambassador Denise, is it okay to call the pastor? No, yeah, it's okay. When you signed on, you got the same rights as Sister Denise. I'm